Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, I'm spending the day homemaking here in my 50-year-old double-wide mobile home up in the Virginia mountains. I'm going to bake bread for the very first time, and then I make a delicious beef stroganoff for dinner. It was a very productive day at the trailer, so if you'd like to spend the day with me, then I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I sure hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are watching from. We're doing great. We are enjoying unseasonably warm weather here. It was almost 70 degrees today, which is unusual for the beginning of February. But I'm not complaining. I'll take the warmer weather over the freezing temps we were having back in January any day, that's for sure. Well, that's enough about the weather. A couple of videos back, I told you that my son was having his wisdom teeth removed. Well, I forgot to give you an update on how he's doing. I tell you what, teenage boys bounce back quick. He's doing great. He barely had any pain and has healed quickly. Thank you all for your well wishes for him. I really think it helped, and he and I really appreciate it. Well, y'all, I'm just getting my day started here in the mobile home. It's going to be a busy day out in the kitchen, but first I wanted to change the linens on the bed. I like to change the sheets at least once a week, and since we'll be headed to the laundromat in a couple of days, well, I figured today is as good a day as any to get it done. I'm excited for today, y'all. I'm going to attempt to make homemade bread for the very first time. I've been watching a ton of videos on bread making, and I think I know exactly which bread I want to make. I found a recipe for an artisan bread that requires no kneading that looks pretty easy for beginners, so I'm going to give it a try. Alright y'all, I'm ready to get started on making some bread. I found an artisan bread that's supposed to be easy for beginners. You just mix together the flour, water, and yeast, and then you leave it to rise for 3 to 4 hours. Well, that seemed easy enough, maybe too easy. Now I'll just cover the dough with a towel and place it in a warm place to rise for the next 3 to 4 hours. The dough should double in size. We'll just leave it to rise and I'll check on it again in a few hours. In the meantime, I have a new aroma diffuser that I want to set up that I bought at Walmart. That's a big boy. Are you a big boy? Well, y'all, I have some free time this afternoon, so I thought I'd go ahead and make an apple crisp for our dessert after dinner tonight. I have some Honeycrisp apples that need to be used up before they go bad, so I thought I'd make an apple crisp since they're easy to throw together. I'm following a recipe that I found on belleofthekitchen.com. I know, apple desserts are usually reserved for the fall season, but I guess I'm a rule breaker. I don't see any reason why you can't have a delicious apple dessert any time of the year, so that's what I'm going to do today. Alright y'all, once I finish slicing up the apples, I'll then combine them with some sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla extract until the apples are evenly coated, and then I'll pour them into a prepared baking dish. Once that's done, I'll then make the delicious topping. Okay, the apples are all sliced up and in the baking dish, so now it's time to make the topping. The topping is made by combining flour, oats, brown sugar, salt, cinnamon, melted butter, and walnuts until it's all crumbly, and then I'll cover the apples with the crumb mixture. The apple crisp will bake in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes until the fruit is soft and the topping is golden brown. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this apple crisp in the oven. What a beautiful day, y'all. Well, while the apple crisp is baking in the oven, I thought I'd come sit on the front porch and enjoy the warm weather. Milo is enjoying the warmer weather as well. He has been spending long hours inside the warm house, but today he's been enjoying the warmer temps outside. He is such a sweet cat. Whenever we come outside, he comes a running to say hello, and today was no different. All right, y'all. Well, after a visit with Milo, then the apple crisp should be ready to come out of the oven. That apple crisp sure does look delicious, and I think I'll have a taste test once it cools down. But in the meantime, I decided to go ahead and wash the dirty dishes. Later, after I have a snack, it will be just about time to check on the bread dough. I tell you what, I can't wait to get it in the oven. I'm really hoping it turns out good because I think fresh baked bread will be delicious with our beef stroganoff for dinner tonight. That was a very delicious apple crisp, and I know it's going to be very good after our dinner tonight. Well, it looks like the bread dough has more than doubled in size, so now it's time to get it ready for the oven. I need to try to shape it into a ball, and then it will rest for another 30 minutes. Once it's ready, I'll put it into a Dutch oven that's been heating up in a 450-degree oven, and it will bake for 30 minutes with the lid on. After 30 minutes, I'll remove the lid and allow the bread to bake for 15 more minutes until it's golden brown. After I get the bread in the oven, it will then be time to get dinner started. Well, y'all, according to the bread recipe, the dough was meant to be wet and sticky, but I should have been able to form it into a ball. My dough is more of a sticky blob, so fingers crossed that it turns out okay. Well, while the bread is baking in the oven, it's time to get dinner started. We're going to be having beef stroganoff. The first thing that I want to do is prepare the onions and mushrooms, and then I'll chop up the sirloin into bite-sized pieces. I'm following a recipe that I found on natashaskitchen.com, and I'll be sure to link all the recipes I've used today down in the description box. All right, well, let's make dinner. For dinner tonight, we'll be having beef stroganoff with penne pasta, green peas, and fresh bread. I'm just going to go ahead and saute the beef in olive oil until it's no longer pink, and then I'll make the sauce. Alright y'all, it's time to season the sauce. I'll be using some Worcestershire sauce, Dijon mustard, and thyme. I forgot to saute the minced garlic with the onions and mushrooms, so I'm going to go ahead and add it now. And then I'll add the heavy whipping cream, and later I'll also be adding some sour cream. Alright, well let's get this sauce pulled together. Alright y'all, it's the moment I've been waiting for all day. It's time to pull the bread out of the oven. Well y'all, so far so good. It looks good and it smells good. I just hope it tastes good. We'll just have to wait and see. I need to let it cool down before I'm able to cut into it. Well, y'all, I can tell you now, this artisan bread turned out perfect. The boys loved it. In fact, they're already asking when I plan to make more. I'm hoping this is just the beginning of my bread making journey. The next bread I want to make is sandwich bread. I'm just waiting for Amazon to deliver my bread pans. They should have been here by now, but Amazon lost my order. Well, y'all, dinner is ready, so let's get it served up. Beef stroganoff. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video. Dinner was delicious, and I'm very happy with my first loaf of bread. It was so good and easy to make. All right, well, I can't wait to talk to you again real soon, and I hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.